Hi, my name is Richard Capone. I'm the CEO of Let's Go Learn, and today I want to show you parents how to look at ADAM data to help your students in math. All right, so I'm logged into an account, and these are real students, but their names have been changed for our demo. And let's take a look at this first student right here. So the first thing about mathematics is that it is actually very broad. So these are just major scores. So a total score of 2.96, which means this fourth grader is near the end of second grade in terms of ability, late second grade. Their number and operation score, measurement score, data, geometry, algebra, right? Those are summative scores. So this doesn't mean as much to you as a parent or a teacher. If I click now onto the individual tabs, this is where I get some more information, so I can actually break it out, because ADAM will look at up to 44 subtests. So if I want to see how this student here is doing in numbers, I can roll my mouse over it, place value, comparing and ordering, addition of whole numbers, subtraction of whole numbers. So these are all the individual things that you teach, right? So these are tangible. I'm going to teach a student about number theory. I'm going to teach them about multiplication of whole numbers, and there's a sequence. So let's take a look at Hermione's summary scores. Go summary. All right, so now this is the summary report. It's a little hard to look at, but let me just explain. So first, let's look at numbers and operations. So we see the individual areas. Now, each of these boxes represents a skill that needs to be taught, and I'll show you the detailed report. So within numbers, the green is the student's ability. She is completely maxed out. She's mastered everything. Within place value, she's at upper fourth grade. She has one more skill to learn. Within addition of whole numbers, almost all the way up. Within fractions, the student is low, right? She's only mastered the first grade skill. She's actually now at second grade, and then eventually you can see it goes on and on and on. So this gives you a snapshot idea of where the student needs to work and where they're doing well, right? So let's take a look at the detailed report. So I come over here and we'll look at a detailed report. Now this report is a little bit more detailed. So the double arrows means where they need to work next, and then the single area is where they would progress. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, this student has mastered everything in numbers. In place value, the next thing for them to learn is place value decimals. And this is the scope and sequence of how you teach it. Place value ones, hundredths, thousands, expanded form, so on and so forth. And then finally you work onto decimals. Now remember, this student is in fourth grade, so actually they're advanced. The next thing they need to work on is decimal place values, which is really something you would teach in fifth grade. Comparing and ordering, they need to be working on comparing, ordering multi-digit numbers. In addition of whole numbers, the thing they need to work on is 3- and 4-digit numbers with regrouping. That's what they need to work on next. Now the other thing I want to point out is in each of these areas, we're not just testing students with one item, it's a set. So we are actually accurate at these levels. So when we tell you this student needs to work on subtracting multi-digit numbers without regrouping, that is their actual instructional point. Now here it is red because this student, it's a below grade level skill. They should have learned this already, so we need to focus. So this is what I want to focus on next, is these double red arrows. Okay, division, fractions. This student is very behind in fractions. Now this report's very long. I scroll down and down and down. It's, like, I don't know, depending on the grade level of the student and their content, it could be 10 pages, right? But anyway, this is the kind of detailed data you get when you use ADAM. And again, this is all in English, you understand. In fractions, we need to work on next comparing fractions to the same denominator, and then after that, identifying fractions using manipulative as part of the set, and then after that, blah, 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 blah. So this is the whole scope and sequence of what you work on. Okay. Now let's come back over here. Now the next piece is we also have Edge. So Edge will create a custom course for each student based on all this rich diagnostic data, right? And it's so you can watch another demo if you want to see that. But that's sort of it in a nutshell. As a parent, this data is so powerful for you, whether you want to just know what's going on, whether you want to know what do I do next, or whether what you want to know, what do I tell a tutor or maybe a child's teacher. All right, thank you very much.